Yo, what's going on, guys? We're hearing a report that the New York Knicks might trade Julius Randle. And Shams Charania on running back says Julius Randle has got a player option in 2025. Teams are monitoring the situation for sure because how the Knicks handle that extension situation, if that is a conversation what transpires, I think will be interesting, end quote, is what Shams said. Basically, what I see right here is this team traded for OG Anunoby. They're gonna pay OG. They want Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson to all be part of that team long term. And I think they saw that this team arguably performed the better, or if not, they feel probably that Julius Randle is an afterthought and that they need to get more players like OG, like Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, or get a guy, as we've heard in the past, the PG-13s, the Paul Georges, the Donovan Mitchells, or even like a Jeremy Grant. I think they're just thinking, hey, first off, we probably want a better player than we want to turn Julius Randle into a better player. We have 8 first-round picks, and he can be used as salary filler. He's not a negative player. Second, they have to dedicate money somewhere else. So they're already aware that extensions are going to be going around. Like we don't even know if it's looking like Isaiah Hartenstein's probably not going to be on this team in the future. So as a result, this team is already looking elsewhere for what could potentially be their replacements for Hartenstein. So I think looking at Randle, he's a guy that they definitely would have some interest in, more than likely replacing, in my opinion. But for me, I think this is a team that they're looking at the market, and I've said this before, the market is bare. It's maybe a Chris Middleton, maybe a Brandon Ingram, maybe a Jeremy Grant. We're hearing could be a Kyle Kuzma on the market. Is there a DeAndre Hunter or a Trey Young on the market? What is the market? We're hearing there could be a bunch of player movement. There could be not much player movement because it's going to be hard to make those moves. So when you hear that, it becomes difficult to see what will be the end results. And I'm definitely a fan of what they've built there, and I think they just need to get more like-minded players that fit what they like to do, which is play gritty basketball, point of attack, perimeter defense with one big man. They weren't really running a traditional power forward anymore. So for me, when I see that, I'm just like, yeah, this is a team that I think they liked what they were doing, and I'm not surprised if they do pivot and they go out. As I said, I mean, Jeremy Grant's a bit rich, but if you feel like he or like a Brandon Ingram is your missing piece, I really think Kyle Kuzma. I'm a Wizards fan, but if you can go out and get Kyle Kuzma on this team for Randle, I think Kuz fits exactly what you need, and it'll help this team get to the next level. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts if you made it to the end of the video. What do you guys think the Knicks should do? I think just Julius Randle, regardless if he is traded this season or in the future, a Randle trade is inevitable just because of how this team has played out, in my opinion at least.